Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. Everyone. My name is Zachariah Yahouda, and I'm coming back with another lesson, prophesying the downfall of Babylon, aka America, where all the gross abomination occurred. Man, hey, we got a lot of stuff going on here. And what I wanted to do was show y'all some filming. I started early. I'm gonna come out later on and do a lesson later on this evening when it cool off. But man, we got a lot of stuff going on in the news. It's getting crazy out here, boy. Man. So what I want to do, I want to go into a couple of these articles that I have set, and we're gonna go from there. And I hope y'all be edified. Y'all bear with me here. And yeah, so let's get ready to go into it. All right, let's go. Y'all bear with me here. So, hey, the proof is in the pudding, boy. The paint is on the wall. So I'm gonna read these couple articles, and I was watching. I think it was George Galloway. He was interviewing Gerald Celente. Hey, but I think George Galloway. He was, these brothers, these guys here, they like experts toward this war thing, and they know, and they've been pushing, exposing these elites, and for the very long time before I came to the truth, they were getting it in. I mean, well, George Gerald Celente, and I still believe that Gerald Celente and George Galloway both are Israelites, from the way they way they act. They got that salt. They got that certain salt about them. And another one I think it might be a Jake, Scott Ritter, you know. But it's all good though, cause they've been going in hard on that. And how I got turned on by these guys is through Elder Malcolm. Elder Malcolm, he's a veteran, and and I always had a admiration for all the veterans, all the men of war. Cause I tried to get in the service, sure they wouldn't let me in that bucket. Cause I had I was trying to get in the Marine Corps. I tried to get in the Army back in the early '80s. They wouldn't let me in cause they looked at my knee. They seen I had surgery on my knee. They said, "No, we can't accept you, brother." I said, "Man, that made me mad." Then when they had that war, the second war, when George Bush Jr. went in there, when it went into the senior went in there in Iraq too. So in that second time, they talking about, no, you didn't graduate from high school, whoop de whoop, and then after that second war, then they said, well, they were trying to recruit me. Then I said, no, I ain't trying to get in there. I found out more about it, I said, no, it ain't gonna happen. so yeah, I said, no, I found out about the surgery then, But let's stop ranting. Let's go and get down to business. So before we start, let's get a prayer into the Lord. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, call Lord you, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Kadash. All heaven and praise and honor and glory go to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, the Prophet. So yeah, and double shouts and double honor to all the elder apostles and bishops from GMS and men of valor. And third, I would like to say shalom to all the like-minded brothers on down there pushing the word and truth and sincerity. I say shalom to you all as well. So let's go into this thing. So, and then, I might show some video, show you the state of the people then right now, Let's go into this thing. Oh yeah. So the first article we're gonna read, it said, "This is why we're telling you about the awards and the rumors of wars. We're back in the spotlight after new questions about the Australian and the U.S. Would do if China, what Australia and the U.S. would do if China attacked the self-governed island. But as debates go on over possible foreign intervention, Taiwan's military is preparing its own defense. Our Asian correspondent Sash Butler's reports from Taipei early morning in the metro below Taipei. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Taiwanese troops rehearsed capitalist last-ditch defense. War reaching these tunnels would mean devastation for an island of 23 million people and a key partner to the U.S. That's why reports say that the Pentagon has pressured Australia to deploy Orca submarines if Taiwan is attacked. But neither Washington nor Canberra has committed to intervene. So while the debate over foreign action goes on, Taiwan's military is hoping to deter a conflict with its biggest drills yet, knowing the only force it can count on its own. With every increase in military's combat powers, the nation and its people gain an extra layer of protection and, even higher defense. Hardening that security is the focus of government lawmakers. Chen Gonting, who sits on the Parliament's Committee for Defense, we want to deter the war during the peace time. In order to do that, we are spending more and symmetric weapons system. Also focus on innovation, trying to make sure they are not approaching our shores. Would you support Australia's committing to the defense of Taiwan? So let's stop right there and then we'll come back. That's, matter of fact, let's just go on and keep reading. It says here, let's see where I stopped at. But we do encourage more engagement and cooperation during the peace time We have to work now to deter to deter. Hold on, y'all bear with me here. Deter. Let me see where I stopped at. Y'all bear with me here. We have to work now to deter the future conflict, but deterrence is provocation in eyes of China and its President Xi Jinping, who claimed Taiwan as Chinese soil. Is Chinese soil, and no country, not even the U.S., has tested Beijing by swearing to defend Taiwan from attack. That's why in Taipei, people are divided on whether outside help will arrive. I think the U.S. will come. I think they'll protect Taiwan. Taiwanese people have to learn to stay vigilant by ourselves. We can't. We can't just rely on the U.S. Stay vigilant by ourselves. We can't just rely on the U.S. or other countries. Taipei has worked hard in recent years to win friends overseas and convince them that Taiwan's security matters to the world, but with no formal defense guarantee. The government here is still preparing for the worst, a battle its troops may have to fight alone. Okay, so let's go into this right here. I think I got all that. So this part one of the lesson. Let's go into it. So this report reflects a major piece of the global chessboard that ties directly into biblical prophecy, especially as we approach the 2025, 2030 window. The time when prophetic tension and engineered collapse for empires are accelerating. See? So let's break it down spiritually, geopolitically, and prophetically connected to 2 Ezra 9, 1 through 12, Matthew 24, and the coming judgment on Babylon, America, and its allies. So let's go into this thing. So this is and yea, hear of wars and rumor of war. Let's start here and get Matthew chapter 24. Matthew chapter 24, verses 6. I'm going to start at 5 and read to 7. But 6 is the point. 6 and 7 is the point. It said, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. So you got a lot of false prophets coming in the name of Christ and deceiving many. Verse 6, it said, and ye shall hear of wars and rumor of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. See? Verse 7, it said, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Verse 8, it said, all these are the beginning of sorrow. All these things are the beginning of sorrow, right? Man, that little wicked ass music, man. Okay, let's go back here. It says, so this Taiwan scenario, U.S., Australia, China tension is exactly what Yahushua foretold. These are the rumors of wars escalating into real war, even if the battle hasn't begun. The military drill deployment, and pressure build up are the sign of an empire preparing for its fall. See, let's go to Second Edges. Let's get Second Edges chapter. Hold on, y'all, bear with me here. All right. So where we at here? Let's go here. Second Ezra chapter 15. Let's go to Second Ezra chapter 15, verses 1, and I'm going to read to 7. It said, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are paper and truth. So these prophecies are paper and truth. They are off the page right now. Verse 3, it says, fear not the imagination against thee, and let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So 2/3 of our people gonna die in their unfaithfulness. And Lord Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. It said, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Verse 5, it said, behold, saith Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, I will bring plagues. Say what? I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, the famine, the death, and destruction. So this is the evil that the Lord is bringing in these latter days. You know, verse 6. So you got all our people, man, they can continue. That's all they believe in, listen to this corrupt ass music, man. You see? So that lets us know that their mind is stuck on BS. Let's keep going. It says, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Verse 7. Therefore saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cry out unto me, and the souls of the just complain continue. So starting with the elder apostles and the bishops and the like-minded men on down to myself, man, we complain and continue. You know? If you ain't crying out, man, that means you settle on your leave. And the Lord said, woe to them that settle on their leave. He's gonna destroy them, man. Because they sitting on the Lord on what they have learned and not bringing forth the prophesying. They're not prophesying. The men's supposed to be out prophesying. You know why the left hand side is enchanting all these enchantments on the left hand side. You know we supposed to be on the right hand side, bringing out enchantments on the right hand side. You see, verse 9. It said, and therefore saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter, and I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Verse 11, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a strong and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plague as before, and I will destroy the land thereof. See, so this is what's going on now. It's going to intensify, it's going to increase. Okay? So let's go here. Let's keep reading. It said, verse It said, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh shall bring upon it. Verse 13, they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting of hell, and with a fearful consolation. Verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. See? Verse 15, it said, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. See, this is what's going to go down. And you know, the thing is, the modern day sword is a handgun. It's a weapon. And then, you know, the sword in its perfection is them ICBM missiles that's going to rain down on the place. Okay, let's go here to 2nd Ezra chapter 9. 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verses 1. It said, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the sign path which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. See? So hey, the Lord is visiting. He's visiting this place right now. Okay. So the Taiwan and China, U.S., Australia triangle is one of the measured peace. And why? It said because Taiwan is not just a random island. It is a key microchip manufactured center. Tech prophecies in Revelation 13. See, so a proxy trigger for world war with China. 3, a beacon for American influence in the Pacific, and if taken, will represent a massive blow to Babylon's beast system. See? 3, the geopolitical script, 2025, 2030 agenda. It says the timeline is no coincidence. Let's examine how the situation fits into the globalist script. A, digital domination plus conflict equal the beast rise. Taiwan produces 90% of the world's advanced semiconductors, microchips, which are essential for AI, robotic, and the MOTV system. Revelation 13:16. Okay, let's get that. Revelation 13 verses 16, and it reads, it said, it says here, and he increaseth, hold on, started wrong. Y'all bear with me. It said, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and in their foreheads. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark and the name of the beast and the number of his name. Verse 18, here's the wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 scores and 6. See? So, so they trying to get off that the MOTV, the mark of the beast. So it says so a digital. It said a digital. Oh, okay. So the Taiwan, China, U.S., Australia triangle is one of the measured peace. Why? Because Taiwan is not just a random island. It's a a key microchip manufacturing center. Tech prophecies in Revelation 13, a proxy trigger for World War with China. 3, a beacon for American influence in the Pacific, and if taken, will represent a massive blow to the Babylon's beast system. See? Okay, y'all bear with me. Keep going. It says here, so if China invades Taiwan, it could cause a massive chip shortage. A massive chip shortage triggering economic chaos. The elites could use the chaos to push digital ID, CBDC, AI military, and full surveillance. It could justify martial law, emergency powers, and peacekeeping, the UN or NATO forces. See? B, Australia's role as a vassal state. The U.S. pressuring Australia to send submarines showed how Babylon controlled its allies. But spiritually, Australia, descendants of Edom and British colonies, is being pulled into a judgment foretold in Jeremiah. Let's get that. Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 25, verse, I'm going to start at 12. Hold on, y'all, bear with me here. Yeah, it started at 12. It said Babylon would be judged. It said, and it shall come to pass when 70 years are accomplished that I will punish the king of Babylon, and that nation shall be a house for their iniquity in the land of the Chaldeans, and will make it a perpetual desolation. Verse 13, and I will bring upon that land all my words which I have pronounced against it, even all that is written in this book which Jeremiah have prophesied against all the nations. Verse 14, it says, for many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of them also, and I will recompense them according to their deeds and according to the work of their own hand. So hey, one might say, hey, this thing that already happened. So everything that happened in the past is gonna happen again. Pursue Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verses 7 through 9, 7 through 10. Okay. thing. What the hell? Y'all doing that damn quick. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Y'all bear with me. Okay, I'm back, y'all. I'm just doing my laundry and stuff, so trying to get everything done. So, where was we? Okay, let me see here. Oh, we stopped at Jeremiah. We was in Jeremiah 12. Let's get that. Jeremiah chapter 12. Come on now, don't start on me now. Don't start on me, computer. AI. You don't mess with AI, y'all. There we go. Well, yeah, I'm at the laundry, doing my laundry. All praise to the Lord and let me get it done. So I should have a clean slate this season. I can come out and do a lesson on the highway if the Lord will. Keep going, trying to get the house get this laundry done. Today is a Sabbath. I hope I ain't in violation. And if I am, forgive me, Lord. Uh, so let's keep going here. It says here, so verse 13 is saying, I will bring upon them all the terrors I have promised in this book and all the penalties announced by Jeremiah and against the nations. See, verse 14, it said, for many nations and great kings will enslave the Babylonians just as they enslaved my people. See, so so this is what's finna get to go down. So these nations they finna get to enslave the nation, and it's gonna come through this AI thing, this modern day technology. You see, everybody